There we go. That should be better. Hi, my name is Xynthia. Why does this happen? Why does OBS try to reset my mic, like, all the time? I don't know. But, okay, thanks, Stream Elements. I really needed to see that. But, yes, hello, my name is Xynthia. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be playing Honkai Star Rail 3.4 as a mini summary, I guess. I'm going to... we kind of learned that Amphorius is a simulation of some kind, and that is a product of the erudition, like Device 9. I'm pretty sure Device 9 is the name of the erudition. And I think Lygus is like taking revenge on the erudition by putting Amphorius through this trial, or like through this loop again and again. We also learned that like Finan is the Flame Reaver, and he's been going back in time and doing like the same loop over and over again to try and free Amphorius from its time loop stuff. So yeah, with all that said, I think I'll hop right into Star Rail. Again, this will take like a second, but should be good in just a bit. There we go. I don't know why it always takes it a bit of time, but it does. So, okay, I'm gonna do daily commissions first, I think, because I like to do that. Let's see. And do just my daily things. You can see what it's like to do daily things as someone who's never spent money on this game, so yeah. Okay, did that. I think I still have, yes, the last Gift of Odyssey thing. And these two for now. Let's see how many... Okay, I only need to do 2 more rounds of this, so I'll do that naturally. Yeah, I think I use Castris for this one. I sometimes use Castris. I think I sometimes use an Axa. It doesn't really matter. The boss will die either way. So,
I'm honored.
But yeah,
Since you're all
as far as my life goes, nothing new has really happened since Saturday.
Why not have a meal?
You know, I try not to stream or like do anything too intensive on Sundays, just because my Sunday's already busy, as is. So it's nice to just kind of not think about that, and to just take some time for myself in the moments that I do have time. And then yesterday I could have streamed, but I prioritized editing a video that will hopefully come out soon.
Life is not as fragile, please. Wilt here.
Bloom, I can't thank you enough.
You know,
Turn up the heat.
we shall see when that video comes out.
I grant you this, as you wish.
Allow me to see you off. Abyss flower?
I
Blue.
could pull out Pollux, I just don't feel like it's
That
necessary.
which is seized must be repaid.
Isn't it called like the Netherwing Dragon or something? I just call it Pollux at this point because I know it's,
Wilt here.
I think she also calls it Pollux, so. Pollixia. Okay, let's get some healing, which I know there's a waypoint out here. But yeah, I was working on a video. I was gonna try and do some recording for a video yesterday, but I never got around to that. I think I spent too much time on actually editing the video, so. Alright, so let's do this again, because I'm still farming for Finan. I managed to get another 10 pull out, I think Sunday, but still don't have him. I need about like 30 something more.
Toast.
Like a little over 30 pulls, I think,
I'm honored
in
by your
order to
presence.
get him. So
Since you're all ready.
hopefully I'll get enough of those.
Why not have a meal?
I grant you this, as you wish.
Receive divinity.
I will overcome the thought serenity stand clear before me.
Give her the
Mortal
buff.
form. I will walk with you.
I mean, I did
Watch over
Divergent
you
Universe. That takes up a
guide
good
you
chunk
on your
of my
path.
time.
here.
Abyss flower, bloom.
Thank you for your generosity.
That which is seized must be repaid.
But I mean, Divergent Universe actually,
It's better to make no move.
all things considered, Divergent Universe doesn't take that much time. Simulated
Embrace
Universe, I think,
new
takes
life,
more time
Pollux.
to do like a round of Simulated Universe. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they're about the same now.
Life is not so fragile. Dead souls, return to dust.
So I must not be very intelligent or something, because I was talking to one of my friends last night who also plays Starro, and he was saying something, I don't know, we were talking about like characters that are skill point efficient or inefficient or whatever, and because he said something, he's like, I'm so glad that Casterus doesn't consume skill points. And I was like, what? I guess she doesn't. Like, when she's in her when you activate her ultimate, all of her, like, her skill doesn't consume skill points when you do that. And I was like, for some reason, I didn't know that. I just thought she did. I don't know. Okay, this team for this domain. An Exa would work too. That's kind of my problem with having two wind DPSs. I'm like, I don't really know what to do with them. Like, when to use one over the other. I guess if one has like,
There's more to life than drawing breath. All things are as one.
I guess if one domain requires
Every petal in life's garden will
what
be
is it?
swept away.
Like an HP draining mechanic,
By the wind
then
of time.
Blade would be better than an Axa. Or if like one of them is like erudition focused, then an Axa would be better. But I
You
don't know.
chose the wrong enemy.
I'm not sure it matters that
Call
much.
from the torment of the down. Bid you farewell.
Oh, okay.
This
Well,
mortal form. I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
okay. We got some good buffs going on here.
Receive divinity.
Unnecessary.
Thank you, Blade. Oh, I guess Blade doesn't restore SP
You hold
when
some academic value,
things I don't notice.
I suppose. You'll do.
Pity. You chose.
It's like things I probably should know about the characters I play, but I actually just do not.
Stand clear before me.
Like, I know Sunday restores a skill point when you use his skill on the character who has the halo or whatever. So it's like, it's like I know that.
There's more to life. Pay attention.
There's more to life. Just straight up.
Abyss flower, bloom.
Unnecessary.
That which is seized must be repaid.
Okay.
A blade's edge knows no mercy. That
Actually, we could
paradise
probably
may
use
be
his
unreachable
ultimate
for
here
me.
in a
Savor it in my place.
worthwhile manner. I always preserve his ultimate for like key points in combat. I don't know. That's why some people could look at the way I play Blade and like, you never use his ultimate. I'm like, no, I don't. Because I always try to hold on to it for like specific moments. And then I'm like, I don't know why I did that. Okay, I have enough to do... I could do like 2 artifact or relic domains. Chella played Genshin yesterday for like the first time in... Okay, it was like the first time in like 2 days. It wasn't that long. But yeah, I haven't... Literally, as far as like relics go, I have not gotten any good pieces for final. I've gotten one. I think it's the hands piece I got. Wasn't bad, and that's been it. Like that's the only one that I got that I was like, yep, that's good. Like that has 3. It only has 3 stats at the moment. I haven't leveled it up, but they're all good stats, so that's promising.
I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here, why not have a meal?
Life is not as I grant you this, as you wish.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return!
It's interesting, I didn't realize his ultimate could take off the, like, stealth mode of this enemy. Like, it didn't occur to me that was technically a buff the enemy had. Sometimes I just don't realize things. Like I said, I didn't realize Blade doesn't grant skill points when he's in his special mode, and
Please, wilt here.
Receive divinity.
I can't thank you enough.
Repay.
oh wow, we're at 99. Okay, here, get your...
Embrace new life, Pollux.
I was like, 99? Are you kidding me?
It's of no
How about letting the enemy?
You got that, Jiao Cho. Don't believe the people who tell you that Jiao Cho is a bad character and isn't worth pulling unless you have Acheron. Those people are liars, deceivers. Just kidding. They're probably just trying to give people advice on how to play the meta, but...
Please cheer dead souls. Return to dust.
Allow me to
To me, it comes across as very, like, incorrect. Like, that's very... But even from a meta standpoint, Jiao Cho is fine with most characters, like, or fine to good with most characters, so...
Follows me.
Like, is the ultimate damage necessary for ultimate damage reduction or bonk? Its enemies take more ultimate damage, that's what it does. Is that useful for casters? Not really.
May protect
Is the rest of
us.
his kit useful for casters? Yes. Because she gets like... Let's see what... HP? I want speed. We can do another...
My back.
Jojo's so relatable. Ow, my back.
I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here, why not have a meal?
I grant you this, as you wish.
Bloom. I can't thank you enough.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return! That which is seized must be repaid.
I have heard the call, loud and clear, Torn. Now, bid you farewell. In this mortal form,
Her the buff.
I will walk
Gosh, I just like randomly
watch
started
over
feeling
you,
tired.
and guide
Hopefully-
you on your path.
Well, I guess if I'm more silent
Life
this
is not as
stream, that's
fragile
why.
as butterfly wings.
Feeling a little tired, but hey, we persevere through tiredness on this
Embrace
channel.
new life, Pollux.
Okay. And it's gonna attack someone. Jarcho is gonna... Yeah, okay. Well, that was unnecessary. Now I'm gonna... That was kind of wasteful. I probably shouldn't have... Yeah, because now it's just gonna do this. Well, maybe they'll die. I don't know.
I only wish that death may protect us.
Okay, well, it didn't die. That's okay. That would have felt a little overpowered if he had died from
Please
that.
cheer. I grant you this, as you wish.
I will overcome the Trinity stand clear before me.
As
Life
Castrus
is not
does.
as please.
She's a little bit strong. Even on like a not recommended light cone and whatever.
Nothing. Receive divinity.
Thank you for your generosity. How about letting the enemy?
How about letting the enemy? So true.
Please cheer. I grant you this, as you wish.
Probably just gonna die. Yeah. Didn't need to pull out Pollux again. Oh. Let's see. A defense robe. Because the attack crit rate break effect isn't bad. It's just I would have liked probably a crit rate vest, especially since this is a crit damage set. I don't know what all of Finen's buffs are, but oh well. Okay, we'll call that good for now. We'll say we farmed. I would like to do some planar ornament farming as well, but I won't. I'll save that for later. I can do that on my own time. Okay. Let's switch to Kaslana Eternal Recurrence. Okay. Oh, where'd the eye drop? Oh, right. So now I think... I don't get to hear the cool rainbow bridge making its noise. It's like I'm guessing we're gonna have to fight Hyacinth now. Because we're kind of fighting every single one of them, right? That's the deal. Hey Hyacinth, I'm here to kill you.
You are the Chrysos heir of world bearing. The one who can lead us. Lead this world. It's just... I don't understand. Within the sun upon your shoulders, the part of that warmth that should come from you. From an ordinary person. So faint.
My humanity is indeed just a flicker compared to the blazing fire of divinity.
Even so, don't cast it away.
I never have. I have kept to everyone's wishes close to my heart. Even though the divine fire burns so fiercely that every time I return to the start, it devours me in an instant. Each cycle. It's your wishes that guide me to the end. That pass the flames to the next me. Over and over. And
So,
Oh, sorry,
you're
dude.
not just
Interrupted
a
you.
lone spark in the dark. You're a pyre built from the bones of all the selves you've left behind. But what about you? What about your wishes? The wishes of all the countless versions of you.
He's like, oh, those don't matter.
Lord Kaslana. So that's how it is. Without flaw. That is the flaw the golden blood gave you. The most fatal flaw of all, isn't it? The moment you took the world upon your shoulders without hesitation, you lost the chance to ever be yourself.
now that is an unexpected revelation. Then I suppose that makes me the perfect fuel for the flame of deliverance, doesn't it?
No. An empty flame saves no one. But I still believe in you, Deliverer.
But if you said that was like that revelation, what did he say? What were his words? An unexpected revelation. So this loop must be slightly different.
Xynthia, the Eye of Twilight. I'm neither strong enough to command the wind and rain, nor willing to end this absurd struggle by letting the sky fall. The only thing I can do is become one with the sky itself. And then, may the gentle colors of the rainbow paint your sun in shades it has never known. May they bring Amphoria.
Now we have to fight Hyacinth. How fun.
Its warmth still lingers. Deliverer, please, open your heart to me.
Do they want me to just use this immediately? Oh wait. They didn't even give me a chance. They were just gonna activate it anyway.
Fill the sky with golden fire. Quench the flames with blood. Let's strike.
cool. I love this. I love having to murder my friends. He just really says, hey, what if I dropped an entire world on you? What would happen?
He quenched the flames with blood.
Wonderful. He's really taking damage there. You're really doing a lot. This is such a crazy... Just, this character is so crazy. The animations, what he does, like, it's kind of insane.
Let the sky merge with all this world's suffering. This body
Quench the flames with blood.
Okay, and then it's gonna attack, and I enhanced him, so he should get a counter attack. Yes. I mean, I could do it again there. I don't know if that's really necessary. I don't know if I want to do that twice in a row. I mean, it's only doing he's only doing like 300,000 damage. That's not really, in the grand scheme of things, I've seen more, you know? Yeah, imagine that being you just press a button and then
Your sun
ultimate
burns
counter.
hot enough to turn everything to ash. But tell me, how will the seeds of a new world ever take root?
The core flame rose. The sky fell. The 23,570,000th cycle came to an end. And this time, the end of the flame chase remained the same as ever. From the horizon rose a golden color unlike anything the world had ever seen. So pure it consumed all in its path. This was the end of the world. And the start of the next.
Right. And I think I said this last time. I don't think this is like we're experiencing this in real time. I think this was all in the past, and it leads up to Finan becoming the Flame Reaver, because I think he eventually, like, he holds so many core flames and does this so many times that it starts like destroying his body, and that's why he looks so different as the Flame Reaver.
Of the universe. That being known as Iron Tomb. Its will to break free from the black tide burns fiercer than the blazing sun. Is this Amphorius's wrath? If its choice has already been made, if fate is set in stone, I will still never yield to it.
Bro's kind of looking like Nanook, I'm just saying.
23,570,000 cycles. 282 million.
All he needs to do like the pose with his hands. Maybe he is doing it, we just can't see.
No more chasing is needed. And now, I am the fire at the end of the long night. The flame chase isn't some quiet walk through a sea.
But that's not all
of
there are
flowers.
more,
It's a revolution.
some more
An
cycles left.
all-consuming
Just a couple,
transformation.
you know, like 10 million or something.
And if destruction is the only way, then let me be the one to step across the ashes of the old world and burn endlessly until another dawn rises on the distant horizon, bringing the true dawn to Amphorius.
One eternal recurrence until... Oh, I guess there's only one left. I thought it was like 33 million, not 23. Oh yeah, here we are. We're at the...
33,550,000
337. This is the cycle you're about to enter. Countless memories are flooding in.
Oh.
Countless versions of myself have stood here, facing the same choice. They all needed a moment, just like you do. To stop, to breathe, to process the weight of 1,000,000 lifetimes worth of sorrow, pain, and struggle. And just like them, you will carry those memories and that fire into the chaos of rebirth. I must go and bear this burden. I must say goodbye to you. And then fight the destruction with destruction.
I use the stones to destroy the stones, is what
Yes.
I'm hearing.
That's always the decision you make. I will burn and fade away. I will become the flame reaver of this life and keep my promise to Cyrene. I will kill gods and comrades alike and steal
Comrades?
the core flames. And even if my mind turns to ash along with my body, I will keep my purpose in mind. I will stop Era Nova. I will find the next me and make him carry on this futile endeavor of 30 million lifetimes. Looks like you're ready. Then I should be going too.
Oh. What?
Where are you going? You only exist in my heart. There's nowhere else for you to go. Do you remember what she said? The dreams you had as children.
Wait,
The
how am I
deliverer
here, though?
in
How's
the
Trailblazer
prophecies.
here?
A real, living, breathing person.
Did anyone else see that thing that they I think they probably posted it on YouTube as well. I saw it on Instagram, though. When you're like going around ID's Alicia with Finan. It feels like a dating game or something, like a dating sim. It's like, huh?
You finally found her.
Oh. Hi.
Friend.
Is there anything I can do?
I don't have an answer for that, my friend.
I'm so sorry about the lag. I don't want it to lag either, but it's
sorry.
lagging.
I was supposed to send you home. This is my flame chase journey. You were never meant to be a part of it. No. You know the truth. If Iron Tomb is born from Amphorius' fate, then it will bring ruin to the worlds beyond the sky. And all these countless lifetimes you've spent, it's all been for the sake of defying that end, hasn't it? In millions of cycles, I've said goodbye to each and every one of you. Yet nothing ever changes. Each time we speak, our words grow fewer. Your fire burns hotter, and you're getting closer to it. Becoming pure rage. A vessel of hatred.
It's kind of points to what my thought of,
Never had a choice.
like, is what he doing really the right thing if he's like kind of destroying who he is as a person and having to kill his friends over and over again?
I understand. If you are to keep the worst fate from unfolding, this is the only path. But this time, things are different. Your persistence has shifted the tide. On the horizon, I see it. Faint but undeniable. The shape of dawn, breaking through the eternal night. Turns out, the fire that lights the way was never mine to begin with. Do you remember, in that first timeline, you and Mightymost stood before the scales of justice?
Things are different
Locked
because
in a duel.
I'm here.
each of you weighing what you held dearest. What weighed more than the fate of the world? And when hesitation took hold, the answer you sought from me. What am I saying? I am you. Even if you buried me deep and chose another path, that fact never changed. Then let's try again. When you stood before the scales in hesitation, the answer you found in your own heart.
I still think it's funny that the hero within is an NPC model.
Do you still remember it? Remember the past and become the hero of tomorrow. What weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past and carry it into the future. Good. Then Trailblazer, my friend, my comrade.
Aww.
You arrived in this strange world and were bound by its cruel fate up till this very moment. In the face of danger, you never once backed down. Instead, you've saved world after world without hesitation. That boarding pass on your chest is now the mark of a hero. If I choose to step through that door and embrace an end fitting of the destruction, let this sun forged from millions and millions of core flames burn me up along with the god of destruction and their minions. Then the world we leave behind, this world, my home, where hope still lingers.
I wonder if the hero. So is the hero within kind of the Finon we knew? And then this other Finon is like the embodiment of all the has all the core flames, you know, has all of his past memories. So he probably knows who we are, but the hero within is probably more close to the Finon we knew while we were on Amphorius.
Will you take on everything we've carried? Return to the beginning one last time. Stop the birth of Iron Tomb, save the world we love, and rewrite its doomed fate.
I will. I will be the Dawn of Amphorius. I will stop the completion of Iron Tomb.
Good. In that case, even this fruitless wasteland may finally bloom with flowers. So... if she takes on the weight of the whole world, she'll be able to walk further down the path of deliverance than a fire that only knows how to burn. One will step into the future.
One. Am I that one?
One will remain in the past.
Oh, maybe. I'm supposed to remain in the past. So I can defeat Iron Tomb?
If I can strike down the gods with Dawnmaker, perhaps fate's deadlock can be broken. And if you can stop Iron Tomb from ever being born, then these 30 million cycles will have not been in vain. It's time to put our teamwork to the test, partner.
I have faith in us. Fine in us. Faith in... What? That's a different game. Oh, he sees like a hero in us. Let's both be the deliverer, Finan.
Thank you for all you've done already, friend.
Aw.
The image of the hero I've buried deep in my heart finally steps into the light.
Oh, now he has an image for the hero
At the
within.
end of this long
is me.
flame chase journey.
It's me!
Cyrene. A page never seen before has just been turned.
Yeah, rip Cyrene. She's kind of just been dead this whole time.
and send this hero back to the origin of time. Back to your side. And I will walk the unfinished path. Just like the countless versions of me before. Unwavering as always.
Let's go. Deep. Huh? Eternal cycle. Eternal recurrence end.
Will you be the blazing sun, even if all of you burns to ash?
Without hesitation. I will bear this world until my body
Now
turns
are we
to
in...
dust.
I guess now we're in the future-ish. Did he say good? Okay, it didn't sound like he said good. It just sounded like he went,
Remember your friends. Who
hi.
never lived to see the world's end. Remember their final wishes.
oh no, he's hot.
And let the purest rage in your heart rise out of those wishes.
I feel like he'd be like, I don't want to show you my other form, it's ugly. And then he'd show me and I'd be like, would.
Let it consume you. Fuel you. Until it burns away the false sky above. Fine. If I can defy fate, then in the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Carefully will never forget this.
Take it. Everything I bear.
It's the scepter that Cyrene has.
On burning. As long as we are never extinguished.
So he gets rid of Kalslana.
Will not.
Oh. And then he becomes... Oh, like I said, yes. Okay. The destruction. Oh, he earned the destruction's gaze, is probably what that symbolizes.
Do not bow your head to them.
It's so cool, though. It looks so cool. Here I am with men. Oh, did he burn the false sky? Aw.
Take it. Trailblazer. May this blood be like gold. And never tarnish.
Where's he going? He's ascending. Sunday, ah.
Farewell, Trailblazer.
Oh.
This is where I fulfill my final destiny.
No. Don't say
The prophecy
that.
of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. It belongs in the hands of someone far more fitting. Someone like you. Kaslana. The name of one who bears chaos does not belong to a single person. Rather, it is the embodiment of the mythical Kefali, and a symbol of all heroes. As the prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks.
Until we
May
arrive.
the name accompany you in my place, in the epic you write with your own hands.
He'll be fine, right? He'll be fine, then.
Another attempt, another failure. I won't remind you how many times you've reached the end of history. But I will still place the choice before you.
If you've lost count, let me tell you. This is the 33,000,000.
He's like, I know the end. You don't.
336th ending.
Why do you kind of moan?
Perfect number. How poetic. You and I both know the truth. In all these millions of futile endeavors, Amphorius has never changed. If the outcome is inevitable, then why not silence your searing rage? and embrace your fate with dignity. Your silence lasts longer than ever, Lord Fine.
Shouldn't have to dignify that with a response. Lygus, you're kind of...
Shall I take that to mean
I don't
the
trust
world
anything you
carried
say,
across
Lygus.
countless cycles is finally starting to fracture?
Fracture? No. I'm just disappointed. I've retrieved memories from 30 million past lives, and I remember every conversation before every choice here. And yet, even after all this time, your arguments remain the same. Repetitive. Uninspired. If you had any hope of breaking me, you should have spent those endless cycles refining your rhetoric. You had infinite chances to sway me into the future you want. And yet here we are. The score. 33,550,336
persuaded Finan to make a different choice.
to 0. So tell me, Lycurgus, who's the real loser here?
You're a loser.
How unfortunate. This was never a fair game. I have all the time and patience in the world. I can wait for you at the end of history another billion times, and another billion after that. But you will never escape this cage. You can claim victory of the spirit if you wish. But we both know the moment that score shifts from 0 to 1, that is the moment I shall sound the paean of Era Nova.
You don't do that. Because we know Finan wants to stop Aranova.
Lord Finan.
Your incompetence disappoints me. But what truly makes me laugh is your utter lack of self-awareness. Think about it. In this story, who is truly the one in chains? Who is the one shackled to mindless vengeance, mistaking courage, the courage to rebel against the gods, for foolishness?
Yeah, he has kind of just been doing this to take revenge on the erudition. Why he's gotta breathe like that, though?
Perhaps you're right. Maybe I should have tired of this futile struggle long ago. But even so, I will never accept the mercy of your release. Because you are both a prisoner to the gods and to me. And tell me, what right does a mere prisoner have to speak of fate and choice? What right does a mere prisoner have to look upon my fury?
Murder him. Just like before.
You know this is pointless. You can't kill me.
Of course not. But I am tired of being measured against a worm the gods keep as a pet.
Oh, burn. You are
Listen
but a
well,
worm.
Creator of destruction. This cry comes from all your abandoned creations. In the 10th cycle, I drove Dawnmaker through the heart of every Titan. Golden blood ran down my fingers. Divine fire seared through my nerves, nearly breaking my will. But I endured. In the 10,000th cycle, my former comrades had all become my enemies. The endless slaughter dulled my senses to pain. The painful emptiness almost swallowed me, forcing me to stop fighting. But I endured. In the 100,000th cycle, the destruction had already fused into a blazing sun, surging within this fragile body. My rationality had been burned away at the dawn of the era. still endure.
Don't worry, I still think you look... I think you look actually more attractive this way.
In the 23,570,000th cycle. This time, I felt it. A tiny spark rising in the hollow cavity of my chest. Different from the obsession with deliverance. By its faint glow, once again, no, countless times again, I endured.
He was probably talking about when Hyacinth confronted him and said, "Oh, you're destroying... You are never allowed to be who you want to be, who you truly are, because you've taken on the mantle of deliverance." And carefully.
That sun is me. All the countless versions of me from the past, along with my countless brethren, dragged into existence against their will, drowning again and again in your golden blood. The very essence of this world's suffering and despair, fused into the purest hatred, the fiercest rage. Anouk, you arrogant fool! You think we were born to only serve as fuel for the fire? Fine then! Just as you wish, let the fire burn!
Oh, okay.
I was born as the blazing sun of destruction. Then let you and your lackeys be the flares erupting from my core. And let this rage, burning futilely for 30 million epochs, engulf everything.
The voice acting's peak.
To a dawn where all stars burn to ash.
So now what? Warning, warning, warning. Oh. Experimental anomaly detected. Subject Kaslana failed to load into buffer zone. Memory dump irregularities detected. Illegal references, undeclared objects, unhandled methods, uncaught exceptions. Anomaly detected. Traction energy not surging. Okay. He keeps going. And now it's an anime suddenly. Okay, I'd watch this anime, I'll say it. Wow. There's Nanook.
Are you ready, Nanook? I brought you destruction!
Oh, is that the Black Tide? What? Wait! I know this song. I listened to this song when it came out because I was like, you know, I gotta. Which I heard the singer who did this song also sang Fighter's EP, which I like as well. Oh. Gojo? Nah. This is so good. No, he's becoming Nanook. His limbs are getting severed like Nanook's. What?
The glass that shattered, reaching through the darkness, voices trailing fires, echo of desires, a world of silence, sounds of desperation, mountains in the shadow, soft waiting.
That's so cool. Oh. Oh, he's like, I got this anyway. No matter. He left a little mark on the nook there. So has Nanook been Kefali this whole time? Is that kind of the implication, or like what? Also, how did he manage to injure an Eon? Oh. Oh, he's a baby. Baby Finan. I'm a sucker for, like, the inner child sort of thing. Like,
My wish?
healing my inner child thing.
My wish is to fulfill everyone else's wishes.
Aww. Like when we go back in time and see how they were as a child
If I
and how it
can't fulfill
connects to them as an adult. I love that.
And send them on to tomorrow.
It's very much giving Attack on Titan, I am going to say. Maybe Finan ends up being a little less evil than Eren, but there's still a little bit of...
harbors wrath. You yearn to destroy everything. You bore the
Admin
gaze
notes.
of an eon and lived. You have stepped onto destruction's path.
I guess sometimes you don't live when you bear the gaze of an eon.
Every path, but the possibility of new paths being born is ended. It burns away all in the cosmos who rule. Let the rules of the cosmos.
This is actually where Legus has been the whole time, at his computer running the numbers. Oh, sorry.
Have prepared a present for you.
Ravager just for the edition born in the air, sent over into the Eons and Forest doesn't for the edition
Is a
departed.
wrath called Finan.
Prepared a present for you.
From the beginning of the experiment, there were 12 sets of factors incorporated
12,
into
huh?
the calculations. After endless simulations, only this one rose above the rest. After 33,550,336 iterations, now his fury has grown to be without equal. This is a matter of considerable interest to me. This pure hatred is the final root of the equation.
Probably because that's what he feels towards the erudition.
But there is another variable. The nameless from beyond the sky. Also a pathstrider of
I'm gonna say, we are also
destruction.
somebody who's on the path of destruction.
Thanks for her arrival, allowing Amphorius to turn once more. But after
I don't actually have to press to continue, it just does it automatically.
her existence will only become an unpredictable variable.
Does he like that? Probably not.
Perhaps the time to take the stage has come. Grow in peace until it is time to break free from your cocoon. As for those unwelcome audience members,
Oh.
you need not worry.
Who's you?
If you do not mind, I will personally get rid of them for you.
Who's you? Who's he talking to? Like, it kind of sounds like he's talking to Finan at first, but Verification, visitor verification, blank, 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 blank. Override protocol engaged, access approval. Whoa. Hold to load data. I'll be waiting for you. Welcome back, Xynthia. Huh? Retrieving experimental data. Update complete. That's Delta Me-13 experimental process. Progress 99%. Log updated. Locating entry Nikos 496. Content refreshed. Routine logging of the 12 factors to support Iron Tomb's deep learning processes. Oh. So this was all to I mean, I knew kind of it was to awaken Iron Tomb, but to teach Iron Tomb something interesting. Here we have Nikos, track world bearer, primum mobile hatred. Note, intracognition is null, responds only to destructive stimuli. Its hatred drew the gaze of Nanook upon its individual being, proving it as having already become the most perfect factor of destruction. But it refused to complete the Era Nova. Through resetting the experiment, it transferred its memories and core flame to its next self, thus forging the eternal recurrence to ensure Iron Tomb would never hatch from Amphorius and affect the cosmos. At the end of 33,550,336, at the end of the dead loop, it attempted to destroy itself through destruction to create a logical vulnerability in the world-bearing path. It now has been merged by Iron Tomb. Philia. Track Prime, or track is time, which is, we know is Cyrene. Primum Mobile blank. Current location unknown. Orexis 945. Track Trickery, Prima Mobile Desire. So this is Cypher. Note, operates based on primal instinct with self-gratification as the sole priority solution. This electric signal, when in action, displayed severe dissonance between its altruistic behavior and its Prima Mobile, even culminating in self-destruction. As the simulated path of elation, it walked into self-erasure once reaching its end. Elation? Oh, interesting. Epiakea 216. Track Death. Prima Mobile Peace. So this is Casterus. Note, highly suppresses deviant behavior. Decisions are based on the principle of minimal disturbance. She just like me for real. In the later stages of iteration, the Death Titan as a single entity split into symmetrical selves, becoming two factors. In this cycle, however, the two factors experienced profound identity divergence. The threshold of equilibrium was breached and tipped toward destruction. So her whole thing was like, I think each of them are supposed to represent a different path as well, and hers is equilibrium. Schema 720. Hey, that's my birthday. 720. Track Reason. Primum Mobile Critique. So this is Ceridra. Note, its logic of action has been locked onto problem solving. Its survival priority approaches 0. This electric signal exhibited mutated anomalies. As the first individual to uncover the truth of Amphorius, so Ceridra was the first, its evolution rate is extremely unreplicable, meaning it can't be replicated, obviously. Its behavior also demonstrated the possible self-destructive inclinations of erudition when that path is seeking answers. So erudition, even though she's Harmony, if you say so. Anomaly log. So this was the electrical signal sequence active. Anomaly log. Special log documenting anomalies and unexpected variables within the experiment. Eternal recurrence, a recursive feedback loop triggered by two signal clusters within the Delta Me-13 computation. I'm pretty sure that's the delta symbol. I could be completely wrong about that, and if I am, I'm sorry, I took Greek when I was in high school, so it's been a while. Designed to stall the experiment. Nikos, I'll just say the name, I won't say the numbers because that's gonna take too long. I can't read numbers very well anyway, I don't know why, but I just can't, so. Nikos wielded the power of destruction to erase Philia's existence from Amphorius, introducing a logic breach in the track of time, and then infused the catalyst of remembrance within the 12 core flames and regressed the extrapolation process. Philia's exact role remains unknown. Due to the external variable interference, the eternal recurrence has now been broken. The experiment enters its final phase. The Hero Within. A heroic figure born from the imaginations of Nikos and Philia. It is believed to be a sign of approaching the intelligence singularity, as the two began to learn what it meant to be a real-life form, and tried to reach that goal. After the Astral Express arrived, the Hero Within began to converge with the Trailblazer, as we definitely saw earlier. Admin note: the image's resemblance to the Trailblazer is striking. This is a questionable matter, for it is not a natural result of the experiment. The exact cause remains unknown. Forgotten Years. Records that are completely missing from Delta Me-13's logs, presenting as blank spaces in Amphorius' history, never returning readable. These anomalies recur sporadically and randomly across recurrences and show signs of increase. Admin note: the exact cause remains unknown. That seems to be the trend here. The exact cause remains unknown. Mem. An unlogged electrical signal, dependent on the external variable Xynthia growing through the path of remembrance. At the end of the 33,550,336 dead loop, its appearance changed to Philia, but the mother body memory data was lost for unknown reasons. I knew Mem and, well, I think everyone knew. Mem and Cyrene were the same the entire time in that loop. Directive: collect data. Initiate deep analysis of the target. Conclusion: blank. Analysis target loss, blah 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 blah. We don't know, apparently. Ripples of past reverie. I don't know what that's supposed to... Yeah, let's read that. Okay. Now we have intrusion variables. Ooh, it's us. It's us. You know, Trailblazers. So a temporary log of external variables that interfered with the experiment. Xynthia, a nameless from the Astral Express, an external variable that accidentally entered the recursive loop. Also a Pathstrider of Destruction, they resonated with the 12 factors. In the 33,550,336 recursive cycle, this entity assumed the vacant role of the time track and successfully guided Nikos beyond the intelligence singularity. The eternal recurrence has been broken, the experiment has reached its terminal stage. And then we have blank 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 override command authorized, granted access to Xynthia, which I think this is what Lygus did. He gave us access to see these things. Blank 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 blank, I'll be waiting blank 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 for you blank 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 in the past blank 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 blank. Okay, maybe I shouldn't always read that. March 7th. Yep. Very interesting. Warning: unknown entity intrusion. Initiating scan. Conclusion: no anomaly detected. I did see a theory that March is like a fragment of Cyrene's memories or something that got lost, that like got sent out into space or something. You know, like a fragment of herself, so that's why they look really similar. And why March is like having issues on Amphorius. Interesting. I don't know if that's true. That's just a theory I saw, and I thought it was very interesting. Don Hung. A nameless from the Astral Express. A scion of permanence. An external variable that accidentally entered the recursive loop. Oh yeah, because he's like a Videodora. I think that's why he's a scion of permanence. Directive: pinpoint his location. Failed to locate his coordinates. Conclusion: subject has exited Amphorius. Negative. Blank blank detected. Conclusion: conclusion error. So that must be everything. Content update: Amphorius' Saga of Heroes.exe. Content update: mem.exe. No, is this going to be like Sonic the Hedgehog, the Sonic.exe or whatever it's called? Not a horror. Okay. Update complete. Access granted. So I have more of these. What? Oh. Okay. I have a lot of these. Aw, I love that. Is that like a profile picture? Cute. So let's look at this. Which ones haven't I done? I've done most of these, I think. Oh. That's a lot. Okay, we have this one. Yeah, so I've done a lot of these. At least I'm not having to do them all over again.
The Solemn Council is still filled with clamor. Future's destiny still whirls.
Hey, at least they're reading it for me, so I don't have to read it.
To discard the city and save oneself, or to chase the flames that waver.
Oh, I think this is Trailblazer reading.
None know
So
the
she's reading
choice
for
that
me.
will lead them to a place better.
I fear. How can mere mortals defy the gods?
I worry. How can mortal bodies reforge the world anew?
I suspect that the prophecy is simply a rumor.
That kind of sounded like kindness.
In the distant past, the Holy Maiden brought the first prophecy to all city-states.
Hearken to the sounds that the doors whisper.
In the name of God's proper hope, she will give to humanity. Though she falls into confusion, she will bring guidance to this world in vigor.
Overthrow the gods, it declared.
Of the previous journey, she will always remain aware. The Queen of Laws lifted the flag to chase the flames flare. The tripartite prophecy guided all the world's heroes, all who dared. And building a new world was their oath of yesteryear. The earth roared for them. The tides surged for them. The scales of destiny.
At least it's not like, I don't think these are as long as the other ones we've had to read. I've had to read through.
Slowly calmed.
I guess I don't have to read these, I don't think, but
Core flames
I feel like
of
it's a
the
good idea
tyrants
to read through
rested
them.
Here, while the blood of companions congealed over there. The child led one hero after another to their end. No end awaits her. No rest to prepare.
Teacher, do not hesitate.
The weaver of gold brushes aside the child's tears.
The world still walks on the path you indicate.
The prophecy still stands, even if the actors now different faces wear.
Restore the core flames, it declared.
The Solemn Council is still filled with clamor. Future's destiny still whirls in discussions of candor. To stop right there and seek peace, or to continue a work still unfinished. None know the choice that would lead them to a place better.
Stop. We only wish to live life as it is. No more.
Cease. Our achievements already stand tall.
Rest up. We only wish to live in peace and prosperity.
The discussions today are the same as those in times past. Retreating now will forever deny us the future. The child has already conquered her confusion and fear. No longer before the mists of fate will she cower.
Hearken to the sounds that the doors whisper.
I wonder if I turn it on auto,
She
will it?
travels through myriad
Okay.
passages.
I feel like this is easier on me than just continuing to press a button.
To once again bring light to humans through her endeavor. The children fly into the streets, wishing to encourage the residents' faith.
Please, be not afraid. We will definitely bring you to a new home.
Lady Trevi, Lady Trianne, please, don't cry.
Do not worry. We trust you always.
The matron wipes away the tears on the children's faces. the praying ones piously bless them in faith. The lost ones take the children's hands, just as the prophecy guides their path.
Bear the divine authority, it declared. Quiet Trinan has little to say. Lively Trian loves to play, and well-behaved Treevee roams around all day.
That's cute.
The people's encouragement rings sincere.
I don't really know what to say during this
Princess
part. I don't really want to
Anne's
like
companionship lasts through the years.
talk over the narration, but
Mother's embrace warms up every dream. Thus the child understands. Thus the child accepts. Though countless farewells on her shoulders weigh, though destiny's blood dries like clay.
oh,
There
I had to
will
realize I
always be
pressed when I
paths
didn't need to because I put it on auto.
filled with warm sun rays that silently opened them.
So is the
future
as I've written
and past days, and from them
kind of like a data bank
voice
instead of like
says,
our own little journal?
Work miracles, it declared.
Aw, the picture! Act concluded. Ooh, I finished it. Okay. So I guess it is important to read. I was like, how important is it to read those? Like, truly. Oh. I don't want to go all the way back. Should I read all of these? I'm kind of wondering if that's worth my time, or if I could just do that later. Let's see, wait, one of my friends told me something about the As I've Written, but I was like, I didn't finish it. I didn't like... Okay, my friend was just saying wait until, like, do all the As I've Written before. I'm like, I've done most of them. I haven't done all of them. But maybe I should. Okay, let me check to see. Okay, it looks like it's just gonna be one section for each. Why is it doing that? Oh, I guess I have to hit, like... return to table of contents. Yeah, each one only has one. But I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break and then I will be right back. I just need to go to the bathroom and stuff. So I will put us on the just chatting screen. Then I will do this. Okay, I'm back. Alright, I think I decided I'm just gonna go ahead and read all of these, even though there's like 12 of them. That's a lot. Kind of a lot. Okay, let me switch over to Star Rail real quick. There we go. But I feel like it might be important to do this. To at least do them.
Who would win? A young girl emerging from her sheath and showing her edge. Or a tyrant who has emerged victorious from 100
Okay, that last one
battles.
for tribute was a lot
The
longer.
Black and White Legion squared off on the battlefield. Golden and crimson blood converging into a coursing river.
The leader herself actually dares to step forth and face peril?
The tyrant charged toward the exposed gap in the king's flank, and instantly fell into a trap of raging flames and iron rain.
On the board, the king too is but a chess piece. If the king does not lead, how would any dare to follow?
That's what Saridra sounds like. Interesting.
She lifted the king of the
I get the impression
crystal
she's just
pieces
very intelligent and
high,
likes
so
chess.
proclaiming the ascension of a new king.
And maybe law stuff. Because she's
Who would win?
Crisis
The
Era
holy
of
city
Law.
that stood
Crisis
for
Era of Law.
1,000 years?
I think I said that
Or
correctly the first time, but
foreign
sometimes I don't
city-states
pay attention.
Invading from 1,000 miles away. Hollow hatred ignited the flames of war. The besieged walls of Dawn tottered.
Yeah, so I've done most of the as I've written. It's just all of these are new. There's a new chapter for
Cowardly
each of them.
elders barred themselves behind closed doors.
So, might as well read them now while
while
I
the
have the...
trembling citizenry
I don't know. They're
knelt
giving me the
and prayed.
opportunity to.
There is no need to panic. The miracle is already here.
Under the banners dancing like waves, the burning crown shone bright as the wheeling constellations. Who would win? The general who saved the city? Or the high and mighty with their privileged authority? The guillotine
Privilege.
fell, severing the elder's life. The whispers dissipated, and the scales of victory tipped.
From this day forth, I shall bring justice to the holy city.
The people cried out her name and knelt in reverence, but were stopped by the sound of the scepter of authority striking the ground.
Do not lower your heads beneath my crown.
Which is, you know,
This was the first, and also the only Imperator.
yeah, well, because she died. I thought there were no others
Who
following
would
her.
win? The heroes bursting with ambition.
But yeah, I remember when Finan was
or
gonna go
the
see her,
omnipotent gods.
Hailey since made a comment about...
The Imperator issued the decree. The start of the flame chase journey is at hand.
But she mentioned...
Perhaps drawn by the
Hailey since
grand
mentioned that
design to
Saridra doesn't like
welcome the
people
Aranova.
bowing beneath her.
Or perhaps convinced by that king's great renown. Righteous warriors from across the land gathered before the Imperator's throne. On the day the journey began, the sky was an expanse of fluttering banners. The people gazed upon the overwhelming military.
But wasn't Saridra like...
alliance.
Or was it...
Golden City reflected.
I guess maybe she was the second? Because I feel like they're in order of when they appeared, maybe?
As for the end of that chess
Or
game,
Saridra the
the scholars
first
debate
Crisis Era.
endlessly. But such discussions always end with a sigh. The invincible Imperator faded at the pinnacle of power. The crown's flames extinguished in the lake. The banner, once revered by the people, along with the broken spears.
But yeah, this is the
of
first time I'm
heroes.
getting to hear her talk, because we've heard
Now,
Hylicen's already, because we've met her, quote-unquote, in the plot
The
already.
people said,
But we never officially met
Even the
Saridra.
sovereign that conquers all before her is no match for fate.
yet she said,
In a war with fate, has there ever been any justice?
Okay. Chessmaster Monarch Saridra. Ooh. The thing is, her design, okay, here looks really cool. I won't say her splash art made her look less cool, but it was her splash art's a little different, I think, than I expected her to look based on this. I kind of wanted her, but I don't know if I really need another Harmony character right now. I feel like I'm just gonna, like, mega save for Cyrene whenever she comes out. Then we have Mysterious Foreign Guest. What's this? When I Called You Mother. Wait, is that the Chalice of Plenty? No, because that's... I guess maybe, is this supposed to be Orynyx?
The gates of the Temple of the Three Fates gently open on the day of prayer, and the crowd crouched, whispering like the tide. The priests of Yanis listen to the prophecies. The unwavering axis of the scales of Talenton maintains balance, and only Orynyx remains silent.
Yeah, I guess it is supposed to be about Orynyx.
Mother, teach me how to answer prayers.
The Titan tasked with time is as perplexed as a child.
Don't be scared. Please don't be afraid.
A familiar voice rings out.
Listen carefully. The future they want is in the past.
That sounds like March.
Like the first light of the morning star.
Hello, is March just the remembrance? Is March just Fuli, actually?
In the past.
The child sank into a peaceful slumber of recollection, whispering revelations.
Because at first I thought it sounded like Mem, but I was like, no, it sounds like March, actually.
Until the masses.
Like I said, I know, like, March is probably connected to Cyrene in some way, but I don't know. Maybe March is literally remembrance.
Incinerating the law.
Mother, usurper, assassinate the divine body.
Memories are tightly entangled by nightmares.
Popping my back. Feels good. They're sitting for
so long. Please don't be afraid.
An unfamiliar voice rings out.
Go to sleep. The ending they want is yet to be born.
Like the warm glow of the setting sun.
Really? Not here yet?
The child continues to sleep, waiting for the next waking dream. And when they opened their eyes, two of the three fates who once received offerings had already faded from the pages of history.
That would be kind of sad and scary.
I'm already all alone.
The child let out a helpless cry.
Don't be scared. Please don't be afraid.
A familiar voice rings out in the mirror.
Just wait. The stars that illuminate the night will visit in the end.
Like gentle moonlight. The gates of the Temple of the Three Fates now close tight. People no longer pray to a titan who cannot touch the world. Within the inescapable dreamscape,
Yeah, because Orynyx was like
the flower stems nourished
kind
by the
of
black tide,
not doing
served
much for
as
a while
swaddling
there.
embrace, drowning the young child's soul.
Or like Orynyx was really hard to get into contact with, from what I remember. When we were trying to talk to Orynyx, then when Trailblazer was trying to take the time trial,
they didn't
time
receive a
Titans trial.
response. Only long years of yearning and pain. Like the silence of the Evernight. Days and nights passed. The years turned. Dust covers the glory of the past. The priests have forgotten this titan.
Waiting. Hate waiting.
They watched over the slumbering sprite, gazing at the dull mirror. But a fleeting mirage flickers in the mirror. The shining stars and the lights of the home. And a strange yet familiar voice.
Wake up! Our familiar old friends have already arrived.
Like the newborn dawn.
Okay, March. Why is March here? Why is March here? But why does... I guess that's just supposed to be Oryx? I'm like, why is it that? Mysterious foreign guest, I guess. Oh, I keep hitting back. I need to hit a square, not a circle. Okay. Then... I think this is Georios, or like Georios is the titan of the mountain titan, the rock titan. Terravox is it. Yeah, Terravox is the person it's a dragon obviously, associated with this titan.
The ancient chaos was shrouded in silence
The Earth Titan.
and shadow. The giant dragon's offspring was born from the earth.
Dragon.
Sweet dreams had smothered the giant dragon's eyes and ears. And as they slept, the 100 eyes of Aquila had already opened. And Fagusa had begun to stir the playful waves. Yet Georios remained weighty and silent. Layer upon layer
Oh,
of
Georios
peak
just
enveloped the dragon.
Georios just is the dragon.
Cradling them in a bed more grand than any in existence. The giant dragons spent their childhood in darkness. From the moment their bleary eyes blinked open from haze of slumber, they hungered to feast on crude iron and drink deep of molten lava. Until one day, they raised their head, and with a low, guttural voice, pleaded to glimpse light. The Titan lifted them up by their ribs, slowly raising them. The dragon's spine sliced through the strata of rock, cutting open the soil. When they reached the surface,
It is interesting because this is the first time we've heard anything about Georios at all.
the fire of the stars.
Like, I've seen the Terravox
As though seeing
buffs in
themselves
Divergent
clearly
Universe,
and
but I was
in
kind of
full
like, who is
through
this?
the eyes of a giant bird. The giant dragon walked the earth alone. The Titan knew they were lonely and terrified too, and so sculpted new beasts from flesh and bone.
Oh, the Dromus
In
is...
that wild, barren world,
I
giant
have a feeling.
dragon
That's
led the
what
beasts of the
all
earth. Excessively
the Dromus is
long
were made to
life
look like Georios.
gifted the giant dragon with eyes that could pierce the veil of years. They witnessed the separation of day and night, as well as the entanglement of reason and romance.
The entanglement,
And
you
even
say.
Kefali did not neglect to share with them a chalice of golden blood.
Keep drinking that? You're
The
drinking?
ocean teased,
Okay.
saying, even should the earth sink utterly, they would not rot. Ever since they opened their eyes, the giant dragon rarely returned to slumber.
So where's Georios now,
And
huh?
thusly,
Or Terravox,
that
whatever you want to call them.
mesmerizing dream that occasionally burst forth
Or
at
they,
night
them, whatever we want to
etched
call
a
them.
trace on their memory. The gods they were familiar with were in this dream, and they were as immense and imposing as ever, yet had lost their freedom.
True, they did lose their
Just
freedom.
what manner of magnificent pathstrider could imprison the Titan's mere reflections? The giant dragon
If you're
dreamed
Lygus,
also of
apparently
their
you
own
can
path,
imprison them.
that great breath from the heavens, or perhaps from beyond even the heavens.
What?
They dreamed of silver shards amongst the
Interesting.
stars, reflecting the form of another giant dragon.
Hi, I don't know what that is supposed to be showing me. It just looks like a
great
ring.
cerulean dragon approached Amphorius, the distant whispers roiling, becoming a roar
A great
engraved on the
cerulean dragon. Blue.
earth. They recognized the meaning in that low roar. Its name,
So Don Hung?
permanence.
Because Don Hung is we learned that Don Hung is technically like a path strider of permanence, or a scion of permanence. So Don Hung? Don Hung is Terravox? Don Hung is Georios? Something like that. Okay, Wave Strumming Knight. Hylesins.
The black tide that blotted out the
This is
sky
gonna take up the rest of the time, I'm
surrounded
sure of it.
walls. The soldiers'
It takes a lot of time, but I feel like it's probably important information.
melodious chords of music were suddenly heard. A single swordmaster had overcome the waves of enemies. The song flowed from betwixt the blades, breaking through formations as a dorsal
Hylesins
fin
is really cool
cleaving
looking
the
though. I
waves.
like her. The fact
When
that
the
her body
last
is like
wicked
has
beast finally fell,
is made out of water, kind of.
shattered into pieces
Has like
amidst the
bubbles
sword's
coming up.
dance.
Like it's kind of interesting.
The frostblade bore no trace of blood.
Interesting.
The legions of heroes under my command are as vast as the sea, yet lack a formidable sword banner.
The commander extended a hand, inviting the musician to join. Should a fish separated from its school glimpse a faint glow, it will swim toward the light.
Interesting.
The swordmaster clasped the commander's hand.
So obviously this is
gently
Hylesins
grasping
joining
the
Ceridra
keen blade.
on the flame chase journey.
When the spray of her waves extinguished the fires of war from the holy city, a golden name was engraved upon the stone pillars. The former commander burned the crown to become king.
High Sealands, brave in battle, triumphant in command. I grant you the title Dux Gladiorum. Let us all forge ahead together.
During the banquet after the battle, the weaver tailored for her a splendid dress, and the commander poured her honey brew. Her golden-blooded comrades gathered about her, chanting her new name, urging her to play that splendid music. The
She's both
candlelight
a
danced
musician and
mingled
a
with
fighter,
flowing
a
drink.
commander.
Swords and song ringing out in unison. Yet none knew that was once a lonely melody from the deep sea. The music of revelry continued for a long time, until the whispers of conspiracies were buried in the songs, until the roars of lethal struggle shattered the music. Legend holds that they who bear the weight of a pillar shall one day return to where it stands. Those who tug at the earth shall end amongst the mountains. Those who sow dawn and dusk shall remain eternal in the sky. And she would once again return to the pitch black sea. And she
Talking about
would once
her
again
passing, because we know
sing
she
her
passed away
music
before the
alone.
events of Enforce that we got
The
to see.
bountiful ocean with the banquets of
Like, we did get to
bygone
see her
days
during one of the loops,
stir
but
as
that was, like,
futile
technically in the
bubbles
past, right?
at the bottom of a glass.
Is it in the past? I don't know. The loops make it kind of confusing.
Many
It's
years
in
later,
it's the past, but also the
song
future.
once played by that sword master was played by future generations in the holy city. The people knew
Pretty.
the demigod of the seas was still a noble captain. She possessed peerless swordsmanship and a song that is passed down through the ages. It was just that she had long since vanished. Guests at the banquet sometimes spoke of her, but it was only a prayer between their cups.
High Sealands, melody of the waves, bless our night that we may drink deep and dance till dawn.
The end. Wave strumming Knight Electra. Her design is so cool. I just don't know if I will be able to get her. I don't know if I want to get her. Like, she might be a character I'd use, because she's supposed to be Nihility, right? I don't have very many good Nihility characters, but I don't know. I kind of just want to save for Cyrene, so. Okay, Healer of Light. Oh. I don't know if I want to go through... I guess I haven't done all of Hyacinth's. Okay, is it really important to do all these? Maybe not. I'm kind of like, maybe I don't do these. Maybe, oh wait, maybe I'll do like Finan's. I just feel like some of these are probably, it's probably not necessary to do all these. Oh, never mind. I don't want to, hello, okay, so I wanted to check out what mem.exe was. Xynthia, you know, I've always had a soft spot for you. Hee, startled you, didn't I? Don't worry, I was just thinking. If I had to write a preface for a yearbook, it'd have to be a line so heartfelt you'd be moved no matter how many times you've seen it. After pondering again and again, I like you still says it best, because only the purest feelings can stand the test of time and never fade. Very straightforward. That's so you. Oh? But to me, liking someone is a simple and natural part of life. If Xynthia has got someone special, family, friend, or romance, I'll cheer you on to express yourself freely. Still, isn't that a sign we're in sync? Xynthia always manages to appear before I'm ready. Heh, no need to overthink it. We've been traveling side by side for so long now. That's why I want to capture every little moment we've shared without missing a single word. A yearbook that makes you smile without even realizing it when you flip through the pages. Doesn't that sound lovely? Come on, let me have a look. No way, it's not ready yet. And it's not just the things that really happened. Some of these conversations only ever existed in my imagination, but they're precious too, so I'm tucking them all away, carefully, in the same notebook. Promise me this. Only open it when I'm not around, okay? If you don't, I'll be too embarrassed. Oh, there's so many of these. Flame Chaser's Path. Oh, it's like this whole thing. Yeah, some of these I've finished. Not all of them. Like I said, I don't really have the... Oh. I don't really have, like, the time or the patience to get through this whole thing. Xynthia has someone special. Kaveh. I can't say for super long, but leaving a like and a few chats for the algorithm. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna stop reading because I don't want to keep reading. I'm sure I can go back and read all that stuff later if I want to. It's just supposed to give me a glimpse into what's going on.
Wake up!
Oh, is this Mem?
Wake up! Buddy! Wake up! You're finally awake. That's a relief.
I wonder what happened.
We were so close to being swept away by the reverse flow of time. It's lucky we found a safe place. Now, I'm going to send you back to the very start of time. But before we part, there's something I need to tell you. Something very, very important. That's right! At this very moment, my memories are finally whole!
Yippee!
After watching so many fragments, my past is finally coming into focus, little by little. You're smart. You must have a clue now.
You're Cyrene? Yeah, I know.
Or maybe...
You knew the answer long ago, didn't you?
Ripples of Past Reverie. Isn't that... Ripples of Past Reverie. Wasn't that like a quest? Reading? In my gacha game? No thanks. I just want to mash buttons and look at hot anime characters like the animo hypostasis. Right? Well, it's stuff that's like not necessary to read for the plot, I don't think, so I wasn't gonna read it, and some of them had a lot of chapters, so I was like, no thanks.
Not surprised at all. That's because I'm simple at heart.
I feel like Ripples of Past Reverie was the name of a
form I take.
quest, though.
I've always been
or
true
something.
to myself.
Team M is really Sampo. That'd be funny.
But I'm glad that I remembered in the end. This way, I'll have no regrets.
Regrets? What are you saying?
Don't worry.
Or where are you going? What did I think
We're
that said?
not
What are you
truly
saying?
Because I'm going to become a part of you.
Ew,
I'll
just
turn
kidding.
into the memory of this cycle.
The memory.
The 33,550,336th Flame Chase journey. And forever reside in the heart of the Time Demigod. This way, you'll carry all that has come before, crossing time itself to reach the next cycle. My mission ends here. But looking back, I still feel lucky. After all, across 30 million Cyrenes, I was the first, and the only one who got to finally meet you.
True.
So, believe me, in the next cycle, there will be another Cyrene waiting for you.
Yeah, is she just gonna be dead
And
forever?
the one after that.
After she
And the one after that.
literally destroyed herself.
I will always be waiting.
To hope finding. Like, girl, you did so much for the plot, actually. You deserve a break.
Saying all that, I can finally fade away in peace and become a part of you without even realizing it. We'd already taken a wonderful journey together, all the way to the world's end.
Well, the characters sound out of breath all the time because they're trying not to cry, I think, is part of it.
Now take
Or they're
my hand,
fighting.
say a brief farewell, and step forward into tomorrow. Go, find the future Cyrene, and set out on another journey with her. Promise me you won't keep me waiting too long, okay?
Okay.
No need to say it out loud.
Oh.
This is enough for me. It's time to go, my dear friend. May your trailblazing journey always be accompanied by a cool breeze and rippling waves.
Bye, Mem. Okay, does this mean Remembrance
And may
Trailblazer
the
can't
days
exist
ahead
anymore because Mem is part of their
embrace you
kit?
like the softest fluff. Forever warm. Forever gentle.
Softest fluff. Ika! Little Ika.
Now, let's turn to the next page.
Oh. That's not weird at all.
A page that exists because of you.
We're back.
Is this a meeting ordained by fate?
There she is.
Or a long overdue reunion?
Cyrene! She's back on the swing. Oh, that was the end? Huh? But she's just chilling here. What? Hi. What happened? I'm so confused. I'll always be a part of you is code for we are loosely trying to connect this to the lore so you can keep Mem. Hello. Cynthia's surprised expression is just what the memories recorded. I have so many questions for you. Yes, you must be really perplexed, Xynthia. I wish I could give you answers, but I feel helpless about the current situation, too. Heh. It's me, Xynthia. Don't you recognize me? Or did I really change that much? No, I knew who you were from the moment you spoke, because I was like, I recognize that voice. I've been hearing it for the past 4 patches. You're Mem. So it isn't possible to restore your memories completely? It's pretty unbelievable for me, too. For me, too, as well. It's like I had a long, long dream. Cyrene's memories and Mem's memories, they're all tangled together, but when I woke up, we were only broken fragments left. Doesn't really make sense, but okay. That, grammatically, that didn't make sense. I understood what she was trying to say. I can no longer remember those 30 million cycles. Luckily, I still remember my Chrysos air companions from this life, and you, Xynthia. Got to go, but for the algorithm. Emoji storm! Wow, thank you for the emoji storm. I love it. What's that? Is that a goat? Okay. Everyone sacrificed everything for this world, and my heart is tied to their fates too. I want to start a new chapter as soon as possible. It's just that... You complained to me before about a book called Versions that always stops at the most captivating parts. Perhaps that's just how fate works, huh? Sometimes I get frustrated because of that, but looking at it another way... What? Girl, you didn't let me read all that. Because of that, but looking at it another way, it's really important to calm down and clear your head before making a big decision, and ID's Elysiae is the perfect place for that. Cast off your heavy feelings, take a deep breath, and as a memento of our reunion, please allow me to offer you a gift, Xynthia. What's the gift? 3, 2, 1...
Check it out! Doesn't this scarecrow look just like you? I spent ages observing just to get it right.
Yes, it looks exactly like me. Why is she, like, kind of voiced, but kind of not voiced? What? Because she spoke there, but now she's not speaking. She's not speaking here. Now we've also planted the seeds of the Trailblaze in ID's Elysiae. Take it as the start of another journey. And when the time is ripe, let us return here and write the next page of our story together. In case Xynthia feels it up to it before we set off, you can come find me anytime. I'll be waiting for you here. Interesting. Well, I guess that's it. So we got sent back to the beginning, I guess, but there's really nothing else to be said beyond that. I'm just gonna check, but I guess there's no other. Oh, nope. Give me the quest. Yeah, I don't have any other main story quests. Okay, well, that's fine, I guess. Let me go. Oh yes, I have. Ignore my current. Like, ignore my bio. Ignore that it says Mighty's wife. It doesn't say that. We'll have that. New chapter can be read. I'll do the as I've written on my own, I guess. I know I did some of it on stream, but I feel like it's kind of a time waster. How long have I been going? Not too long. About 2 hours, so it's not too bad. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit my mic. I do it a lot. For the setting sun is set to die. Paean of air. I'm not gonna do that. Paean, I think is probably a better way to say it. Or you can say it Paean, I think, but I don't know. Yeah, embark on the final journey to Aeronova. So is it, like, inevitable that we're going to embark on Aeronova? It's just a matter of how we go about it? I don't know. But yeah, that was really interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to the next part. Let me switch over to my just chatting. Wow! And thank you for those that tuned in and watched or chatted with me. I really appreciate that. It was a lot of fun. Well, kind of fun. It's also kind of tragic to play this story quest. But hey, I finished it, so I can say it's finished. And it didn't take as long as some of the other story quests. I'm kind of surprised. Because I feel like the last ones have taken me 4 parts to do, and this has only part 3. So, I guess, with all that out of the way, if you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing to the channel, and in the comments, let me know who you're currently saving for, whether it be a rerun character or an upcoming character. I will see you guys in a later video.